Hello. Happy Sunday morning, everyone. Had to make sure my mic was on. Thank you guys so much for being flexible and adjusting with the changes today. I'm curious to see how we like morning practice. We'll probably stick with the evening slot, but this is kind of fun to switch it up. So go ahead, grab whatever you need. If you want to like sip coffee as we move slow, I'm all for it. I'll be doing it too. Grab whatever you need and find your way to a comfortable seat. And if you're not ready to sit up yet, you can lie down. Hey Bree, hey Alyssa, thanks for typing in. And also, as people are dropping in and getting settled, type in the chat and let me know if you have any physical requests, and I'll keep peering over there and try to incorporate that into our practice. So let's just start to settle in, start to ground down and wake up together. I invite you to just use your sense of sight. Good morning, Amanda. To bring your awareness into the room that you are in, low back, we can definitely get that. So use your sense of sight. Just notice where you are right here, right now. Maybe repeat the objects around you. I'm just taking note of what's here. And then gently rest your eyes or gaze at a point in front of you. And notice the sounds that you can hear. Notice sounds outside your home. Notice sounds inside your home. Notice the sound of your breath as it flows in and as it flows out. And we're going to begin our practice today with a 3-part breath called Dirga Pranayama. And this is just taking really big breaths. So we're gonna first fill up the low belly, the chest, and the throat and the lungs with air, and then you'll exhale, releasing out the throat, the chest, and the belly. So it's really directing the breath to all the parts of the torso. We're gonna take a cleansing breath to begin, and then I'll guide you through it. Then we'll take a few breaths of a break to reset and practice it again. We'll go through 3 rounds of this 3-part breath together. So let's take a cleansing breath to begin. In through your nose. Exhale, open your mouth, let it out. Inhale, fill your low belly with air. Pause. Take a sip of air again, fill your chest with air. Pause. One more sip of air, fill your throat and your lungs with air. Pause. Now exhale, release out the throat, the chest, the belly, let it all sink back. And take a little reset here. Just return to your natural breath. So we're gonna move through that 2 more times. And if it's too much for you, you can take smaller, shorter breaths for each little sip in, or you can just breathe naturally the whole time. Honor what your body is telling you here. So we're gonna take a cleansing breath to begin and go through another round. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Inhale, low belly fills with air. Pause. Inhale, fill the chest with air. Pause. Inhale, fill the throat with air. Pause. Exhale, release throat, chest, belly, and return to your natural rhythm. All right, we're gonna take 1 more together. So we'll begin with a cleansing breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Inhale, fill the belly with air. Pause. Inhale, fill the chest with air. Pause. Inhale, fill throat. Pause. And then exhale, release throat, chest, and belly. Return to the rhythm of your natural breath as you breathe in and as you breathe out. So something that I have been sitting with lately and that I wrote a little Holly poem about, I actually wrote this a few years ago, but it's been coming back to me, is how we try to follow lines in life. We're like, oh, I can't do this, I shouldn't do that, I need to move from X to Y to Z. We think there's some sort of linear path or box that we're supposed to fit into or path to follow. But it's not true. We have the ability to make each experience, whatever we want it to be, based off of how we meet ourselves and how we meet each moment unfolding. So we hold the ability to make our life as windy, curvy, beautiful, and wonderful as we choose by bringing mindful awareness to it. And that doesn't mean everything is like sunshine and daisies all the time. It just means that you learn how to ebb and flow with it, how to navigate the spaces of steadiness even when things are rocky and tumultuous. Inhale and exhale. So I invite you now to take a moment to pause and maybe focus on the breath for a moment. Take a moment here to reflect. Is there some line, some box, some way of thinking that is holding you back, that's maybe limiting you from tapping into like the beautiful colors that you have to shine? And as we move on the mat today, I want you to just bend that line, change that shape. Maybe it's changing it in your mind, or maybe it's just becoming really curious about how your body can move in a lot of different ways, letting the body's bending show you how life and thought patterns can too. Inhale and exhale. Bring your hands to heart center and set your intention for practice today. So maybe it's letting some lines bend with me. Maybe it's something entirely different. Whatever inspired you to arrive, whatever you need to release or receive, repeat that intention 3 times in your mind. Inhale, reach your arms up, gaze towards the sky. And exhale, push it all away. Bring your chin to your chest, the fingertips to the earth. Inhale, reach your arms up, gaze up high towards the sky. Exhale, push it all away. Chin to chest, fingertips to the mat. Inhale, reach your arms up, gaze up. Exhale, bring your right fingertips to the earth. Feel the sits bones ground, your spine lengthen. Inhale here. And exhale, tiptoe your right hand over to the right side. You can ground down through the right palm. Reach it over, feeling that stretch along the left side body. Keep your left sits bones rooting on the earth. You can drop your gaze to the floor. You can play, like how does your body want to bend here? Do we want to stay here? Does that hand need to come in closer? Do you want to bend that right arm, resting on the forearm? Breathe in, breathe out. There's no right or wrong shape here. There's the shape that your body needs. So honor whatever that is for you. Inhale, reach it back up to center, gaze up. Exhale, left fingertips to the earth. Really focusing on the sits bones grounding, the spine lengthening, and then you can tiptoe the left hand out to the left side. Really important to keep the right sits bones rooting on the floor. I feel this in the low back a good amount, is particularly when you're rooting down through the seat. So find whatever shape your body needs here. Take little micro adjustments to honor how this side is different than the other. And then breathe. Inhale, reach it up, gaze towards the sky, and exhale, bring your hands to your knees. Inhale, drop your belly, gaze up towards the sky. Goodness. Exhale, arch your spine, gaze in towards your navel. Inhale, drop your belly, shoulder blades come towards one another, gaze towards the sky. Exhale, arch your spine, gaze in towards your navel. One more like this. Inhale, drop your belly, gaze up. And exhale, arch your spine, gaze in. Inhale, bring it back to neutral. And exhale, drop your shoulders down your back. Take a big breath in. And a big breath out. Inhale, reach your arms up high towards the sky. Exhale, bring your arms to a cactus T. Feel your sits bones get heavy, your head reach towards the sky. Inhale here. And exhale, twist gently to the right side. Nothing too intense. You can bring the left hand to rest on the right knee. The right hand can touch the earth behind you. Don't pull to make this twist happen. We're just beginning, so we're being really gentle here, focusing on the sits bones getting heavy, the spine reaching towards the sky, and just gazing to the right side and breathing. So twists like this are great for digestion and the low back. Really good way to start the day. Very cleansing. Very bendy. What a different shape you're making right now. Inhale, reach your arms up, gaze up. Exhale, bring your arms to a cactus T. Ground down through your seat. Feel your spine lengthen. Inhale here. And exhale, twist to the left side. Right hand rests on the left leg. Left hand rests on the earth behind the back. Sits bones ground, head reaches towards the sky, and then twist from the core towards that left side. And breathe. Inhale, reach your arms up, gaze up. Come back to center and exhale, fingertips to the earth. Inhale, bring your shoulders to your ears. Exhale, drop them down the back. Take a big breath in. And exhale, let it all out. Now I want you to straighten your legs out in front of you. And you can take a moment, shake out your legs like thunder thighs. You can karate chop them a little. It's a good way to get the blood flowing. And then bring your hands behind the back. Point the left foot, flex the right. Point the right foot, flex the left. Pedal the feet back and forth. Taking care of our feet is so, so important. A lot of like hip pain, low back pain will often stem from something going on in the feet. I personally have something going on in my right foot right now. It's not great. So give your feet some love. Now I want you to move your feet in circles. So move your toes out and down, and then back in and around. Take about 4 circles with your toes in this direction. And then we're gonna reverse it. Trying to remember how to reverse it. Take 4 circles with your feet in the opposite direction. Really good brain game for us there. Great. Now bring your feet together. And this is just tricky. Keep your feet engaged, keep your thighs engaged. I want you to try to bring the pinky toes to meet one another, and then one at a time all of the other toes. And then slowly fan the feet back out. So we're gonna inhale, bring each pinky toe to meet, and then all the other toes one at a time. And then exhale, feel it, fan it out. We're gonna do this 2 more times. Really good way to wake up the feet, start to strengthen the muscles. This is also great for the brain. You're creating new neural pathways, communicating your brain through the brain to get the body to do something different. That's a really profound thing. Good. Now, I want you to bring your hands to either side of the seat. Feel your sits bones ground, your spine get really heavy. Inhale here, and exhale, soften your shoulders down your back. Inhale, reach your arms up, gaze up. And exhale, soften, fold forward over the legs, relax the head, relax the neck. Hands can come wherever they need to come. They can come by the knees or towards the ankles. Inhale, feel your sits bones ground, your spine lengthen. And exhale, soften as you fold forward, relax the head, relax the neck. We're not gonna hang out here. We're gonna make this a little bit of a seated flow. So I want you to inhale, lift the torso up, reach your arms up towards the sky, gaze up. And exhale, bring your fingertips to the earth. Again, breathe in and breathe out. We're gonna move through this little seated sun salutation 2 more times. Inhale, reach your arms up, gaze up. Exhale, bow forward, relax the head, relax the neck, fingertips meet the earth. Inhale, lengthen your spine, look up. Exhale, soften, fold forward. Inhale, reach your arms up high, gaze towards the sky. Exhale, fingertips to the earth, breathe in. And breathe out 1 more. Inhale, reach it up, gaze up. Exhale, soften and fold. Inhale, lengthen your spine, look up. Exhale, relax the head, relax the neck, fold forward. Inhale, reach your arms up high, gaze towards the sky. And exhale, fingertips to the earth, breathe in and breathe out. Good. I want you to slowly find your way to a tabletop position, however you want to get there. So if you feel like you want a little more movement, you can bend the knees in and roll forward onto all 4s, or you can just move your legs out to the side. Find your way to a tabletop position. Bring your hands under your shoulders, your knees under your hips. Ground down through the knuckles and the fingers. Inhale, drop your belly, gaze up towards the sky. And exhale, point your toes, arch your spine, gaze in towards your navel. Inhale, drop your belly, gaze up towards the sky. And exhale, point your toes, arch your spine, gaze in towards your navel. Inhale, bring it back to neutral. Feel the hands root down, feel the knees root down, feel your spine lengthen, your core engage. And exhale, gaze over the right shoulder towards the right hip. So this is a good way to start to decompress tension in the low back. Inhale, bring it back to center. And exhale, gaze over the left shoulder towards the left hip. Take a breath in and a breath out. Inhale to center. Exhale, gaze right. Inhale to center. Exhale, gaze left. 1 more time each side. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Inhale to neutral. And exhale, extend your left foot behind you. So the left toes are pushing into the mat. I want you to shift your weight back into the left heel, so that'll really start to stretch out the quad and then, or the calf. And then exhale, send your weight forward a little. I'm clearly still waking up. Shift the weight back and forth. Just getting a little movement here. And then find stillness. Bring your right hand to your stomach, feel your core engage, and then pick the left foot off of the earth. Feel the left pinky toe reach towards the mat. I'm gonna walk forward a little, and then you can bring your right hand back to the earth, all the while keeping that core engaged. Inhale here, and then exhale, cross the left foot over to the right side as you gaze over the right shoulder, and breathe. We're going to take 4 more breaths here. And then inhale, bring the left leg back to center. And exhale, curl the left knee in towards your chest. Arch the spine. And then inhale, you can lengthen and extend the left foot one more time. And exhale, bring the left knee to meet the right. Then take a few breaths to wiggle out however your body wants you to. And then just find your way to a neutral tabletop again. And if your wrists are kind of screaming at you right now, you can come up onto fists. That'll help to protect the wrists. Also, really engaging through the knuckles and fingertips will help protect your wrists. But as someone with some wrist issues, I know that sometimes that's just not enough. So honor what your wrists need. And then extend the right leg back behind you. Right toes push onto the mat. You can shift the weight back and forth a few times. I feel this in the hip flexor a lot as well. It's wild how different the two sides are feeling. And then find stillness. Left hand comes to the core, making sure we're nice, strong, and engaged here. You can pick the right foot off of the floor. Right pinky toe reaches towards the earth. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. Bring your left hand to the mat. And then cross the left foot, or the right foot, over to the left side. Sorry about that. And gaze over the left shoulder. Breathe in. And breathe out. In and out. 4 more breaths. Inhale, bring the right leg back to center. Exhale, curl the right knee in towards the chest, arch the spine. Inhale, straighten the right leg again. And exhale, bring the right knee to the mat. Now I want you to curl your toes under, walk your hands back. So we're bringing our weight into the feet. And take a sip of your coffee, of your water, some tea. If you don't have any of those things, take a breath. So now we are gonna just get into our wrists because we were just on them a lot. And we're also stretching out the fascia of our feet. So really tending to the subtleties of our body. We need to inhale, reach your arms up overhead, gaze towards the sky. Exhale, bring your hands to heart. Now hold your hands and bring your elbows together. Roll your wrists in one direction clockwise 8 times. And then the opposite direction 8 times. Try to keep the elbows together this whole time. And then shake out the hands, shake out the wrists, shake out the arms. And then walk your hands forward. Widen your knees and now send it all the way back to a child's pose. You can rest your forehead on the earth. If child's pose is not restful to you, I want you to find a position that is restful for your body. So that might be seated upright, that might be lying down, it might be child's pose. Just find a pose that feels restful and safe to you. And let this shape be whatever it needs to be. There's no line, no rule you need to follow. And I invite you to let this be a moment to pause, to notice how the mind is feeling and how the body is feeling. And then to return to your intention and reconnect to your breath. You can stay here as long as you'd like, or you can continue to move a little bit more, so honor you. If you're ready for some movement, find your way to a tabletop position again. Ground down through the knuckles and the fingers. Inhale, drop the belly, curl the toes under, lift the knees up. We're gonna let them hover, strengthening the core a little here. Really strengthening the core is a great way to protect the low back. Breathe in and breathe out. And then straighten your legs, send your sits bones towards the sky, and slowly lower your heels towards the earth. Coming to a downward facing dog, or not, maybe staying in your child's pose or some other restful position. I invite you to move your body however your body wants to move here. So you can wiggle the feet, the hips, any little movements your body wants, honor them, please. And breathe. Now inhale, slowly walk your hands back towards your feet. So we're gonna come to a standing forward fold at the back of the mat. Inhale, lift and lengthen your spine halfway. And then exhale, soften at your knees. Fold forward, relax your head. Relax your neck. You can let your arms dangle alongside the body. You can grab opposite elbow with opposite hand. Shake the head side to side, no. Nod it back and forth, yes. Bring the hands to clasp behind the head, way down the upper back and the shoulders. And then release the bind and slowly, one vertebrae at a time, come to stand. And let your head be the very last thing that rises. Inhale, bring your shoulders to your ears. Exhale, drop them down your back. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. Inhale, reach your arms up towards the sky. Grab the left wrist with the right fingers. Feet root down and exhale, lean to the right side. Breathe in and breathe out. Inhale, bring it back to center. Grab the right wrist with the left fingers and exhale, lean to the left side. Breathe in and breathe out. Inhale, bring it back to center. Exhale, soften at your knees, bow forward, fingertips to the earth. Inhale, lengthen your spine, look up. Exhale, bend your knees, ground your palms, slowly walk it forward to a plank position. You can take a breath here, you can lower onto your knees, honor your body in the shape it wants to make. Breathe in and breathe out. And then find your way to a downward facing dog again. Inhale, you can straighten the right leg back behind you. You have the option to pick the right leg up and bend the right knee. Maybe open the hips and take a few circles clockwise with the knee and counterclockwise. Straighten the right leg. if it's bent. And inhale, drag the right foot along the mat, step the right foot between the hands, lower down onto your left knee. You can ground down through the left palm. Feel the sole of the right foot root down on the earth. Feel the top of the left foot root down on the earth. And reach your right arm up towards the sky. You can gaze towards the right hand. You can drop the gaze to the earth. You can gaze straight out in front of you. Choose where your neck feels best. And breathe. Now bring your right hand outside of your right foot. Come onto your fingertips. Start to lift your torso up. Maybe you bring the hands to the top of the right knee. Feel the feet pushing down into the earth. Feel your thighs rotating inwards. Instead of deeply arching in the back, we'll call that banana back. Engage your core. So we're protecting our back here. And then start to deepen the bend in the right knee, shift the weight forward. So it's a really active posture here. You can keep your hands on the knee, or you can drop your arms alongside the body. Think about bringing the shoulder blades towards one another. You can even bring the hands to clasp behind the back. Maybe gazing out in front of you, or gazing up towards the sky. And breathe. Then you can release the bind. Reach your arms up, gaze up. And exhale, bring your hands to frame your right leg. Now straighten your right leg as you send your sits bones back. Peel the left toes off of the mat. Inhale here. Now exhale, deepen the bend in the front knee again. So we're gonna get a little movement in here. Inhale, straighten the right leg, send the sits bones back. Exhale, deepen the bend in the right knee. Inhale, straighten, send it back. And exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten, send it back, and then just breathe here. 5 breaths in this runner stretch. Inhale, bring your weight forward again. You can heel toe your right foot out to the side and then bring the right knee to meet the left. Tabletop position again. Ground down through your knuckles and your fingers. Inhale, drop your belly, gaze up, curl the toes under, straighten the legs, sits bones towards the sky. Breathe in and breathe out. You can step the left toes back behind you, maybe pick the left foot up and bend the knee, taking a few circles in each direction. And then left toe meets earth again. If it's lifted, drag the left toes along the midline of the mat. Step it between the hands, maybe you have to give it a few pulls to get there. And then lower down onto your right knee and uncurl the back toes. Ground down through the right palm and inhale, reach the left arm up towards the sky. You can gaze towards the fingers, down at the earth or out in front of you. Inhale and exhale. 4 more breaths in the shape that's right for you. And then bring the left hand outside the left foot. Feel the feet root down. Feel the thighs rotate inwards. You can start to come up onto your fingertips. Lift the torso up. Maybe bring the hands to the thigh. Notice the engagement of the feet, the engagement of the thighs. Engage the core. You can leave the hands on the legs. Bring the arms alongside the body, or bring the hands to clasp behind the back. You decide. 4 big breaths. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, hands frame the left leg. Inhale here. And then exhale, straighten the left leg, send the sits bones back. So you're gonna get a little bit of movement here. Inhale, deep in the bend in the left leg, send it forward. Exhale, straighten, send it back. Inhale, left leg bends. Exhale, straighten. Inhale, left leg bends. Exhale, straighten. We're gonna hold here. Relax the head, relax the neck. 5 breaths. Inhale, deep in the bend in the front leg. Heel toe the foot out to the side and bring the left knee to meet the right. Now ground down through the palms. Shift the weight forward so your shoulders come in front of your hands. And then scrape your forearms along the rib cage. Bring your chin and your chest to the mat. And then straighten your legs, flatten your belly. You can gently shake your hips from side to side. Now bring your hands so the forearms rest on the earth. Engage the tops of the feet and the thighs. So this is one of my favorite little low back sequences. The feet are engaged, the thighs are engaged. Use the strength of the back to inhale, lift your torso up, bring your shoulders towards one another. Take a breath here. And then exhale, lower your forehead to the mat. You can gently shake your hips side to side. That helps release tension in the low back. Now inhale, lift your chest up. Exhale, gaze over the left shoulder. Lower your right cheek to the earth. And take a breath. Inhale, bring it back to center. Exhale, gaze over the right shoulder. And bring the left cheek to the earth. And breathe. We're going to do 2 more each side. Inhale to center. Exhale, gaze left. Lower the right cheek. And breathe. Inhale to center. Exhale, gaze right. Lower the left cheek. And breathe. Move through this last one at your own rate. And then when you inhale, bring it back to center. You can stack the palms on top of another and rest either the chin or the forehead on the hands. And gently shake the hips from side to side. Now engage the left leg. Keep it straight as you inhale. Lift it up behind you and exhale, lengthen and extend it as you lower it back to the mat. Inhale, engage the right leg, keep it straight, pick it up, and exhale, lengthen and extend as you lower it to the earth. We're going to do it one more time each side. Inhale, straight left leg lifts. Exhale, lengthen and extend as you lower. Inhale, straight right leg lifts. And exhale, lengthen and extend as you lower. Now gently shake your hips side to side. Inhale, lift your torso up. You can come to a baby cobra or an upward facing dog. If you're ready, you might not be though. And exhale, send it back. Child's pose and breathe. Inhale. And exhale. Now slowly walk your hands back in towards your knees. Move your legs out to the side and then straighten them out in front of you. Grab a sip of your water, of your coffee, or of your breath. And you can shake out your legs. You can karate chop them again. And then I want you to bend your right knee and let your right knee fall out to the side. So the right foot is somewhere on the left leg. The left foot is active and engaged. Now bring the left fingertips behind you and reach your right arm up towards the sky. Inhale here, and then exhale, reach your right hand somewhere outside of that left leg. So maybe it's outside of the knee, the calf, or the foot. Left fingertips are reaching back. Relax the head, relax the neck. I think this is like, whew, wonderful on the low back. We're gonna take 10 breaths here. Making sure that left foot and leg stays active and engaged. And then when you're ready, you can gently massage the left leg as you walk it up. Straighten out the right leg. You can give them a shake. You can karate chop. And then bend the left knee this time. And let the left knee fall out to the side. Left foot just comes somewhere on that right leg. Right foot and thigh stay active and engaged. You can bring your right hand behind the back. Feel the sits bones ground, your spine lengthen. Reach your left arm up towards the sky. And then exhale, bring that left hand somewhere outside of the right leg, wherever it needs to go, knowing that each side might be totally different. Then take 10 breaths here. Good, and as you're ready, lift the torso up. I feel like reaching my arms towards the sky, so I will. Bring your hands to either side of the seat and then bring the right foot to meet the left and let the knees fall outward. So we're making a diamond. We're coming to cobbler's pose. Your feet don't need to be way in towards your body. You can make a wider shape. That's great. You can take a moment, give your feet a little massage here. Giving them some love and gratitude, maybe moving it up to the ankles. Oh, the calves. My calves are tight. Good. Feel your sits bones ground, your spine lengthen, soften the shoulders. Inhale here. And then exhale, scrape your forearms along your rib cage, bow forward, opening up the soles of the feet as you do so. And you might not be ready to fold forward, that's okay. Just focus on the sits bones grounding, the spine lengthening, and the shoulders softening wherever you are. Inhale, lift your torso up. And then bring the knees together, bring the hands behind the back. Pick your right foot up And bring your right ankle to your left knee. So you're making the number 4. Keep that right foot engaged. Feel your torso lift up. So we're really getting into the hips some here as well as the glute. Left foot is pushing onto the mat. Right knee is running away from the body as that right glute tries to pull it in. And breathe. Soften the shoulders. Good, and then you can let both knees fall to the left side and just gently look over that right shoulder. Making a different shape. Inhale, bring it back to center. You can bring your right foot to the mat, maybe stomp out the feet. I'm gonna scoot forward a little so my hands don't slide. Pick the left foot up and then bring the left ankle to the right knee. Feel the right foot push down the left foot and thigh are engaged. Left knee tries to run away from the body as the glute tries to pull it in. Soften the shoulders down the spine. Find the breath. And then you can drop both legs over to the right side as you gaze over the left shoulder. Inhale, bring it back to center. You can uncross the legs and then bring the hands to the tops of your knees. Inhale, drop your belly, gaze up towards the sky. And exhale, arch your spine, gaze in towards your navel. Inhale, feel your sits bones, ground your spine, lengthen, reach your arms out in front of you, and then slowly as you can, one vertebrae at a time, lower all the way down onto your back. Curl the knees into the chest. Take any wiggles that you want. And then bring the hands around the left shin, straighten your right leg, bring the right leg straight and flat on the earth. Pull the left knee in towards the left armpit, keep that right leg active and engaged. Right hand comes to the top of the left knee, left arm to a cactus T, and then cross the left leg over to the right side as you gaze over the left shoulder. It's a great twist. Good way to get into the low back and really open up the chest. Inhale. Bring it back to center. Curl the right knee in to meet the left. Wiggle it around. And then bring the hands to the top of the right shin. Pull it in as you straighten the left leg. Bring it to the earth. Pulling that right knee in towards the right armpit. Left leg stays active and engaged. Left hand to the right knee. Right arm to a cactus T, and then cross it over as you gaze over the left shoulder, the right shoulder. Inhale, bring it back to center. Curl the knees into the chest. Take any final movements that your body would like. So however your body wants you to move, please move in that way. Maybe take a happy baby. Honor any shapes. And then find your way to a comfortable resting pose. That might be lying down on the back with the legs straight out in front of you or the knees bent. You might take legs up the wall if there is space available for that. So find any pose that feels restful for you. Just allow yourself to surrender to stillness. There is nothing left for you to do. There is no place else for you to be. There is just this moment. Just this breath. Just this. Simply allow the breath to flow in and out of the body. Allow the body to be still. Allow the mind to be still. Allow yourself to be still. Lines are not meant to be followed so seriously. A line is just a point with an end. But that's not how life works, my friend. Magic happens when you let lines bend. Inhale. And exhale. Maybe staying still here. Maybe letting your limbs bend, gently wiggling the fingers and the toes. Maybe rolling the wrists and the ankles. Maybe stretching the arms and the legs in opposite directions, reawakening. Maybe you want to stay still. Stay still. Maybe you want to make a new shape. And if you do, honor whatever that shape is. And wherever you choose to arrive, take a moment to pause. Inhale through the nose. And exhale out the mouth. And gently scan your body from head to toe. Take a moment to notice all the sensations present for you here, whatever they might be. And if it's any different from when you began. And as you start to notice this space within yourself, know that this is who you truly are. Know with every breath you can find your way back to this space within you. And use this connection within to make any shapes that your life chooses. So take a moment, place the palms one atop another at the center of your chest. Feel really, really proud of yourself and grateful for taking the time to arrive for your body and your mind in this way today. And let this be the space that guides you as you bend the lines and make shapes as you move through your world. Let's take one more breath together to close in through your nose and out through your mouth. And you can slowly open your eyes as you return to this space. Thank you all so much for taking the time to show up, to practice, and care for your body and minds and one another today. I'm so grateful for each of you, and we will be back next week at 6, and I cannot wait to see you then. 6 p.m. Eastern time. Thanks for being flexible with me this week. If you have any questions, type them in, and I'll see you guys next week. Amanda, Alyssa, Leanne, thanks so much for being here. Bree, thanks for being here. I hope everyone has a wonderful Sunday. I'm also, for my regulars, let me know how this time felt. I'll probably keep it at the 6 o'clock, but if you like this, let me know. Maybe we can switch it up here and there. Oh, good. I'm so glad, Amanda. Thanks for letting me know. Good. Alyssa's so happy to spend the Sunday morning with you. I'm going to go ahead and log us off for today.